Assalamu alaikum.
The 4-minute mile mentality. Roger Bannister was the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. As it turns out, when he broke a track and field record that had never been broken before, he taught us all what it takes to break new ground. Bannister ran the first mile in less than 4 minutes. Within a year, other runners did the same, even though that limit had seemed impossible to break for decades. We now see the same thing happening in other areas. Progress does not move in straight lines. What was once thought impossible becomes a goal for others to reach. After his death, I thought about his impact, not just as one of the best athletes of the last century but also as an innovator, a change agent, and a symbol of success. Most people know the general story of Roger Bannister, who broke the 4-minute mile on May 6, 1954, with a time of 3 minutes, 59 seconds, and 4/10. It's interesting to read about how runners tried in vain to break the record in the face of public and media attention. Journalist John Bryant also tells us that Bannister was different and broke with tradition. He was a full-time student who didn't need coaches and made up his own way to train for races. Bryant says that the British press constantly ran stories criticizing his lone wolf approach, and they urged him to train and coach in a more traditional way. So, the 4-minute barrier stood for a long time, and when it fell, it didn't happen the way the best minds in the sport thought it would. But Bannister did it on a cold, wet day at a small meet in Oxford, England, with only a few thousand people watching. Even Bannister's fiercest competitors were happy when he broke the record. Just 46 days after Bannister broke the record, Australian runner John Landy broke it again, this time in 3 minutes, 58 seconds. Then, just 1 year later, in a single race, 3 runners broke the 4-minute mark. Over the last 50 years, more than 1,000 runners have broken a barrier that was once thought to be impossible to break. Yoram Wind and Colin Crook wrote a book called The Power of Impossible Thinking. In one part, they talked about Bannister's achievement and focused on how he thought about it rather than how fast he ran. People wonder why so many runners broke the 4-minute mark after Bannister did it for the first time. What changed was the way a person thought. People in the past thought they couldn't run a mile in less than 4 minutes. Most of what people think about when they think about strategy, competition, and leadership focuses on the complexities of business models, such as income, costs, niches, and leverage. But mental models are what help organizations and their leaders not just try to be the best at what everyone else can do but also to do things that no one else can do. This shows others what is possible over time. They don't agree with the limits, trade-offs, and middle-of-the-road values that make up conventional wisdom. To put it another way, great leaders don't just do better than their competitors. They change what is thought to be possible in their areas. That's what makes famous people like Roger Bannister so important and easy to remember. Roger Bannister's legacy goes beyond his athletic achievement, as he exemplified the power of challenging conventional thinking and pushing the boundaries of what is considered possible. His story serves as a powerful reminder that great leaders and individuals have the ability to redefine what is thought to be impossible and make a lasting impact in their fields.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you for watching.